Get into it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get your...
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On second and a couple, Roethlisberger. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brought down.
These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. On second down, Mostert. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one 28 yards on the ground. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the...
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Niners 7, Seahawks 0. Robbie Gould to kick
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 26. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Screen 80. Four down. You just watch 88 over there. Just watch 88. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Out. Check nickel. What?
Here's Wilson to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Come on, let's go. Check. Hey, switch gears.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to have a Niners first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
The tackle made.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. The tackle made by Benson Mayowa.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And that will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, Wilson. Left side, it's Dorsett. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taken from just outside the 30. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
3-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Running the counter with Mostert. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Returnable for Lockett. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
45-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Penny, the ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Check, check, lucky. 25, check, 27.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
Check 3. Alert flare.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
1st and 10. It's Roethlisberger. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
1st down, 49ers.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. This is Mostert. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert pattern.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Niners 14, Seahawks 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. To throw that balance out of whack, that's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
From the 41, Wilson being chased out left. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On first down, Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Rashad Penny, and now it's second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Mike 2. We ain't giving him nothing today. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Play action. It's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
27-yard line.
First down. It's Carson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Penny will try to punch it in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
They get this out. Get it down to the 2-yard line.